Hello everyone, I hope you're having a lovely day. Today in our maths lesson we are going to be looking at using the column method for addition. Now some of you will have practiced this before and some of you this will be brand new, so we're going to be practicing the skill together today. Please pause the video when it's time to write down an answer or have a quick think, and then unpause the video to carry on with the lesson. At the end of the lesson, please make sure you upload your work to Padlet because we are all really enjoying seeing how well you are getting on at home. So to start off with, we are going to have a quick think about what partitioning in maths means. We did go over this at the start of year 2, but that was quite a while ago now. So we're going to have a quick recap and think to ourselves what partitioning means. So pause the video now and you can discuss with whoever's with you, or you could have a quick think to yourself about what partitioning means. Okay, let's go through partitioning together. So partitioning is a way of splitting numbers into smaller parts to make them easier to work with. And I will show you an example. So here we've got the 2-digit number 37, and we've partitioned this number into tens and ones. We know that this number has got 7 ones and it's got 3 tens, which we know is 30. So we split the number into 30 tens and 7 ones. What we're going to do now, we're going to have a quick practice at partitioning ourselves. So we've got 3 numbers up on the screen. We've got the number 28, 72 and 64. You're going to have a go at partitioning these numbers into tens and ones. If you get a bit stuck, then think to yourself, how many tens are there in this number and how many ones are there in this number? And there is our example of the number 37 on the screen to help you as well. So pause this video here and have a go. Okay, let's go through the answers together quickly. So for the first number, for the number 28, you should have partitioned it into 2 tens, which makes 20, and 8 ones. For the next number, number 72, you should have partitioned it into 7 tens, which is 70, and 2 ones. And for the last number, you should have partitioned it into 6 tens, which is 60, and 4 ones. Well done if you managed to get those correct. Now we're going to start exploring the column method. So we can add 2 2-digit numbers together using the column method. I'm going to work out this calculation you can see on the screen by using the grid below. I could draw the numbers or I could write them down. Now it's up to you how you start practicing this. If you're feeling quite confident already, then you can just write the numbers down. But if you think, I'd like to practice this a little bit more, then we can draw the tens and we can draw the ones, and that's going to help us with our adding. So I'm going to practice first by drawing the tens and drawing the ones to work out this calculation. So I've got the number 12 plus 25. So in the tens column, I need to put my first tens in my first number. So my first number is 12, and I know that 12 has got 1 10. So I'm going to draw that here. And then I know it's got 2 ones, so I'm going to draw them here. I've partitioned that number into tens and ones in my grid. Now underneath, I can put my second number. I can see that my second number, 25, has got 2 tens, so I'm going to draw them. And it has got 5 ones, which I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now that I've partitioned my numbers and I've put them into my grid, then I can start adding them up. I do this by doing it a column at a time. That means that I add my ones together first, and then I add my tens, and you'll understand why when we move on to doing regrouping. So my first column here, I've got 2 ones at the top here, and I've got 5 ones here, and I need to add them together. Now I might be able to do this in my head, or I can count up my drawings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to write the number 7 down here. Now I can add up my tens. I can see I've got 1 10 at the top and 2 10s here. Let's add them together. 1, 2, 3. We know that 3 10s makes 30. This shows that my answer is 37. I'm going to write that here. Okay, let's clear these and move on. So you're going to have a go now at solving this calculation. You can draw this grid. If you don't have it on you, then you can draw this grid out to help you. Just make sure that your columns are lined up perfectly so that when you come to add them up, you're not accidentally adding your 1s and 10s together. You can represent the numbers pictorially like I've just done to help you, or if you're feeling more confident, then you can write the numbers down. At the side here, I've put our steps to success. Okay, so you just need to follow these and you should be able to get the correct answer. So pause the video now and have a go. Okay, so hopefully you've managed to do that. I'm going to quickly have a go and show you what you should have done. So I've got my first number here. I'm going to partition it into 10s and 1s. I can see that I've got 1 10 here. I'm going to write the numbers this time. And I've got 7 1s. So I can write it like this. Now it's time to partition my second number. So I've got 2 10s and I've got 1 1. Now, following my steps to success, I need to add my 1s together first. So important that we do that. We always start with the 1s. So I need to add 7 and 1 together, and I know that that makes 8. And now it's time to add my 10s together, and I've got 1 10 plus 2 10s, and we know that that makes 30. So my answer is 38. Well done if you managed to get that correct. Now, I've got some more examples of some calculations that you might be asked on the screen. So you're going to have a go at solving these using the column method. And then once you've done that, we can go through and check the answers together. So I've got the grid on my screen again this time, in case you want to draw it out. Please make sure you're doing it really carefully to make sure your columns are lined up perfectly. It's really important that you do that. So the first thing you need to do is write the numbers in the grid. Do one number at a time and partition them, and then add up the 1s together first, and then add your 10s together first. Please pause the video now so that you can have a go at this. Okay, hopefully you've managed to go through and answer these questions. Well done you for having a practice. So I'm going to quickly go through the answers together now, and you can give yourself a tick if you manage to get them right, or you might be able to spot any mistakes that you've made. Remember, our marvellous mistakes help us learn and make sure that the next time we do it, we won't make that mistake again. So the first question was 11 plus 34. So your grid should have looked like this: 11 plus 34. Then you will have added the 1s together. 1 plus 4 we know equals 5. And then we would have added the 10s together. 1 10 plus 3 10 we know makes 40. So the first answer is 45. Let me quickly rub this out. Your next question was 42 plus 37. We're using some bigger numbers now, but that's okay because we can partition them. So the first number was 42, and the next number is 37. Now we need to add our 1s together first. So we've got 2 1s plus 7 1s, which we know equals 9. Then we've got 4 10s plus 3 10s, which we know equals 7. So this answer here is 79. Excellent. So the next question is 21 plus 45. We know in 21 we've got 2 10s and just 1 1. And then in 45 we've got 4 10s and 5 1s. Let's add these together. Remember, we start with the 1s. So 1 plus 5 we know equals 6, and 2 plus 4 we know equals 6. So our answer for this is 66. Moving on to the next one, we've got 14 plus 23. So I'm going to partition 14, 1 10, 4 ones. And then we're going to partition 23, 2 10s and 3 ones. And then we add the ones together first. 4 plus 3 we know equals 7. And then 1 plus 2 we know hopefully equals 3. So the answer for this question is 37. Now the next question, we've got 13 plus 26. So let's partition 13, 1 10, 3 ones, and then 26, 2 10s and 6 ones. Let's add our ones together first. 3 plus 6 we know equals 9, and then 1 plus 2 we know equals 3, 39. Last one. Let's see if you managed to get it correct. So our first number is 63, so let's partition it. 6 10s, 3 ones, and then 22, 2 10s and 2 ones. Let's add those ones together first. 3 plus 2 equals 5. And then the 10s, 6 plus 2 equals 8. So your last answer is 80. Oops, if I make my 8 look like an 8, there we go, 85. Well done if you managed to get those correct. I'd love to see them on Padlet. Make sure you upload them for me. So to finish off with, I've made a mistake. I've tried to add together 13 plus 24. Now, I've represented my numbers using my deans, and I've split them into 10s and 1s. I've partitioned them, but I've done something wrong because I know when I estimate that 13 plus 24 can't equal 55. I wonder what I've done wrong. If you can spot my mistake and correct it for me, could you upload it onto Padlet and then I can fix it? That would be great. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. You can pause this video here if you want to have a go at the challenge, and I will see you all very soon.